All right, then we're going to start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu afdalu wa atamu taslim. Ala Sayyidina Habibina Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsanin ila yawmiddin. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Inshallah ta'ala. So we're going to just go to the homework. So the homework was completing the page 18 and then writing down the vocabulary words from page 22, inshallah ta'ala. So let's go to the PDF, inshallah ta'ala. Were there any issues with doing the homework or anything like that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so the homework was going on page 18, and then we're gonna just do this in class together. Bismillah. Okay. That's 19 and then 18 type. Okay. So did we finish? I think we did the first few examples from here, right?
We went up to five.
Five. Good. Okay. So okay, Bismillah Sala, do number six. And just to recap, you change the underlined words to plural and reconstruct the sentences. So, anything that's singular, change it to plural, okay? So number six, Bismillah.
بسم الله. من هذا الرجال؟ هو
No, this word, men hada, this isn't a singular. This first word.
cor- correct. I just read it
The
before
whole,
I changed anything.
okay, yeah.
Oh, so I guess I'll do the change. It would be
No, but what is this word here? This word here is not rijal on the like just the sentence first.
الرجل.
Yes, ar-rajulu. So this word ra is it is a shamsiya letter, right? So when there's nothing on the lam here to indicate that you need to read the lam, so you're just gonna join this alif and the ra, ar-rajulu. Ar,
الرجل.
yeah. So that's why the shadda is there. The same word, the same thing applies with the ta. At-talibu. We don't say al-talibu. And we don't say al-rajulu. That would be like wrong in pronunciation, right? So you say al-rajulu. Okay.
Correct. And I changed it to هؤلاء الرجال.
Good.
And then for the answer, instead of
Hmm.
huwa, I did hum. Um,
So you want to say
ضعيف,
yes.
I changed to
No, this is not daif. This word,
ضعيف.
daifun. Good. So what's
ضعيف.
what's the difference between daif and daif?
Weak versus guest.
Very good. Okay. Excellent.
And then the plural would be ضيوف.
Very good. أحسنتي ما شاء الله. So من هذا الرجل من هؤلاء رجال هم ضيوف. Very good. ما شاء الله. Okay, Sister Shireen, next.
لي أخ كبير هو طالب بالجامعة. So I would change it to لي إخوة كبار هم طلاب بالجامعة.
Can you translate that?
Uh, is your do you have older do you have an older brother? He is a student in the university. And then it would be, do you have older brothers? They are students in the university.
Yeah, there's something missing in this sentence, right? Like because the word li means I have. So I think that they mean to put like a hamza here because if I say
Yeah,
li akhun kabirun, then
yeah,
then
yeah.
there's already an answer. Like I have an older brother. So I think either the question is wrong here, or maybe they just forgot to put uh,
Oh, yeah,
hamza
yeah,
هل عندك or هل لديك, right? They mean
Mm.
something like this, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but that's okay. But we understand the context.
Mm.
طيب إن شاء الله تعالى. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته, brother طالب.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Barakatuh. We are just reviewing the homework, inshallah ta'ala. Oh, so all the videos are uploaded on YouTube, just so this is just FYI. It does take a while because they get uploaded in like 4K. So it does take a long time for each video to render and then like whatever editing has to be done. But they're all there, inshallah ta'ala. And then today's video will be uploaded like in the week. And then next week there's no classes due to the Eid.
نعم.
Then we'll resume afterwards. So we are in week 6. Okay, we are in week 6. Alhamdulillah, we have about 4 or 5 more weeks, depending if we can finish up the 6th or 7th lesson. Okay.
نعم.
All right. I don't know if you've been following the video. Do you want to try number 8? We have to make everything into plural.
Number 8. Just the whole sentence.
Read the sentence and then change. Mhm.
أين صديقك؟ ذهب إلى المكتبة.
Okay.
Now
make the word that's underlined. Change
make
it.
that one plural.
Yeah.
أين أين صدوق؟
What's the plural word for a friend? Anyway, sister or sister Shireen. Anybody know? You can help him.
أصدقاء.
أصدقاء.
أصدقاء with the hamza. Look, let's see. Let's look for the word, inshallah ta'ala. So right here. أصدقاء. Okay. The plural of sadiq is أصدقاء. Okay.
No.
All right. So we're gonna go back right there. So read it.
أين أصدقاء؟
But you have to attach a pronoun too.
Oh. أين
Pronoun would you use? It says أين صديقك. So you could say أين أصدقاؤك. Yeah. Yeah. Or if it could be ka, it'll just be where is your friend, right?
okay.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah.
أين أصدقاؤك؟
That's okay. Good. Okay. Where are your friends? Now, how do you change the verb? Because dhahaba means
he went.
So how do you say that they went?
ذهبتم.
That's if you're speaking that you all went. But how do you say that they? How do you say home? Okay, inshallah. Let's look at that. So this might be a new one, inshallah ta'ala. So let's look at, we learned, can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
Inshallah. Okay. So tell me the verbs that we learned already. We learned huwa, right? Okay, we learned hiya. And we're looking at past tense. And let's learn hum. Okay. So if I want to say huwa, I say we're looking at the past, okay? So past. Because verbs have past and present. So huwa, how do I say he went?
ذهب.
Okay. So Shireen, how do I say that she went?
ذهبت.
Good. Make this one a little bit darker. There. But okay, good. Now for for home, okay, for home, we have the verb will be the.
Is it ذهبوا?
Very good.
ذهبوا.
That very good. Very good. Who said that? Sister Sarah?
Yes.
You're very good, mashallah. Good. Okay, so now how do you write dhahabu? You write it like this. And any verb for home in the past tense for home, you would always add waw and alif. Okay? Dhahabu. Okay? So if I give you a different verb, let's just put a different verb here now. Okay? If I say he read. So Sister Sarah, give me all the conjugations for he read, huwa, hiya, hum.
Um,
Or he wrote. Say let's do an easier one. He wrote.
so كتب. So هو كتب.
Kataba.
كتب.
Make sure you pronounce the H.
كتب.
Good.
هي كتبت.
Good.
هم كتبوا.
Very good, Ahsant. MashaAllah. Okay, Sister Shireen, do he read.
هو قرأ.
Very good.
هي قرأت. هم قرأوا.
Very good. Qara'u. Very good. Katabu. Okay, I made a mistake here. I put a fat on that, but it needs to be a dhamma. Dhahabu, katabu. Um, then you have, she said, qara, which means qara'a. Okay, now, so the word is qara'a. Like this is how it would be here in the past tense. Qara'a, okay? But in the for home, we're not gonna say qara'u, right? We're gonna say
قرأوا.
qara'u. We're not gonna say
قرأوا.
qara'u. Okay? Qara'u. Okay? Qara'u.
Challenge you.
Okay? Yeah, hold up. Let me see. I think I wrote that wrong. One second.
Hey, you guys still there?
Yeah, we're here.
I'm here.
Yeah, we could hear you.
I think
You guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
now we can.
Okay,
Yes.
I think something just dropped. 1 second. I don't know. Okay, Bismillah. Okay, so we were explaining the verb qara'a. Okay, so we have qara'a. Okay, then we have qara'at. Qara'at. So we have the hamza, and then we have ta. Okay, but you could also connect this one. So let me show you how to connect it. You could write it like this. Qara. You could also write that. You could connect the hamza like that. Okay. And then you have قرأوا.
Okay.
Okay? قرأوا. قرأوا. Okay? So this, just always remember to add for home in the past tense, waw and alif. Okay? Doesn't matter what the verb is, always add waw and alif. Okay? And then in the future, we'll learn this when it comes, but each of these will have a different conjugation in the future. So the future, like it would be يذهب. Okay? يذ يذهب. Okay? And you'll see the subtle differences. Okay? So يذهب. Okay? And this will be هو in the future. Okay? Faster. Sorry, not future, but I meant to say present. Okay, so you have هو يذهب. هي, okay, تذهب. Okay. And this one will come back, but the main one that we want to cover today is home. Okay. We have هي تذهب. And then home. Anybody know home in the present tense? Anybody want to try to take a guess?
نذهب.
No, that's we.
Oh. I don't know.
Okay. يذهبون. Okay. So in the present tense, you'll always have waw and noon. In the past tense, you have waw and aleph. Okay. Now, the thing with huwa, hiya, and hum, these are all people that you're speaking about. They're absent from the conversation. They're not first and second person, right? So they are people that you're speaking about. Okay. So huwa dhahaba yadhhabu. Hiya dhahabat tadhhabu. Hum dhahabu hum yadhhabuna. Okay? And we will cover more of this inshallah ta'ala, but focus on the past for now. Okay, we'll come more to the future, inshallah ta'ala. Can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's go back, inshallah ta'ala. All right, so let's finish up. Okay. Sister Asara, number 9.
محمد له ابن صغير هو طالب في المدرسة المدرسة or المدرسة
Read this. Read each vowel. Read each letter with the vowel. Al mad ra
سائي
sa ti.
المدرسة.
Good. And if you stop on the ta marbuta, it becomes ha. So you say fil madrasah, right? It becomes
Correct.
ha. Okay, good. All right, good. Very good. Okay, now make this into plural.
Okay. I changed ابن.
What is say the word again? Say that same word that you just said. I don't know if you said, what did you say? Abnon or ibnon? Which one is it?
I said ابن, but it's ابن?
It's ibnon. Very good. Ibnon. Very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I changed it to ابن اب
So the
أبناء
abna'u. Very good.
أبناء
Right. where is abna'u? Abna'u is here. Uh, 1 second. Where is it? Right here. Abna'un. Very good. Abna'un. So the
أبناء.
singular ibnun, plural abna'un. So this the plural has the fatha on it. Okay. Good. Okay.
And then I changed it. I changed صغيرة
صغيرun to
um to صغار.
no, that's wrong. Check the voweling.
صغار.
So let's go back to what's the plural word for sigar? I mean, صغيرun. Right here, this word.
صغراء.
Okay, what this is alif mamduda, so this is stretching the fatha. Sigarun.
صغار.
Very good. Okay. So now just repeat everything, inshallah.
um
Muhammadun so lahu.
له أبناء صغار.
Very good.
And
Abna'un
then
sigar. Very good.
I changed it to هم
Very good.
طالب.
Okay, so which one is wrong? What does talib mean?
طالب is a student. طلاب.
Tullabun. Very good. Excellent. Okay, excellent. Very good. Okay. Fil madrasa. Okay, so Muhammad lahu abna'un sigaran. He has little children, right? Literally, he has many little children. Hum tullabun fil madrasa. They are all students in the school. Okay, very good. Sister Shireen.
أزميلك مجتهد؟ نعم، هو مجتهد. زملاؤك مجتهدون مجتهدون؟
Very good.
نعم، هم مجتهدون.
Very good. Azamiluka mujtahidun. Azumulauka mujtahiduna. Naam, hum mujtahiduna. Good, very good. Because the word mujtahid is for one hardworking person, and when you add waw and noon, it becomes for the plural. Okay, very good, inshallah ta'ala. All right, so the second part of the homework was to make these into idafa constructions, right? Mudaf ilay. Okay, so the first one they gave you, abna'un, and then they have the word Muhammad. So it'll be abna'u Muhammadin. And then if you want to use the pronoun to replace Muhammad, abna'uhu. So the first one here, okay, Brother Talib, you want to try this one? 18 here. Just use the word asma. You're going to use the word asma in both sides, okay?
Okay. Um, أسماء الطالبين.
No, what word is this? What word is this?
I'm sorry, Tul
At-tulab. Good.
yeah,
At-tulab.
sorry, I was pronouncing that wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Asma'u, let me say that right. Asma'u at-tulabi.
Asma'ut-tulabi. Good. What does that mean?
Um, this the student's name
Very
or
good. The
the
students' name, the students' names, or the student names,
mhm,
or the names of the students, right? You know, we could use either translation. Good. And then instead of the word tulab, you can replace tulab with hum.
whom.
Okay, so
So asma'uhum.
very good. Asma'ut tulabi, asma'uhum. Very good. Okay. Next one, Sister Sarah. You have the word.
Zumala'u is the
Very
word.
good. Yep, very good.
And it becomes Zumala'u. Zumala Ham Hamad
No,
Hamadan.
read the word Zumala completely. Don't stop anywhere. Read it completely.
Zumala'u
Then the next word.
Hamidan.
Does it say Hamidan?
Then
Very good. If it said Hamidan, that would really change the meaning of that. Because Zumala'u Hamidin means the classmates of Hamid. But if you say Zumula'u Hamidan, that changes the meaning completely because Hamidan means that this is an object of the sentence or something. It means this was received. Hamid was something was being done to Hamid in the sentence. But if you say Zumula'u Hamidin, that translates as the colleagues or the students of Hamid. Like if
okay.
I say Rasulullahi, that means the messenger of Allah. But if I say Rasulullah, huh? Like that would change the meaning completely. You get it?
Mhm.
So, all right. So this is why the voweling is important. So read it. Read it one more time, inshallah.
It would be Zumala'u Hamidin.
Very good. Okay. Now you're gonna replace the word Hamid with ka. So you would just say Zumula.
Zumala'u Zumala'uha ka
It's just Zumula uka.
Zumala'uka.
Very good. Okay. So like if you were speaking to me and you said Zumula uka, like you're so the ka means you're speaking to somebody. Okay. So when we were talking about the pronouns, okay, we uh I want you guys to write this down, inshallah ta'ala, okay? Let's clear this. Let me clear. Bismillah. So we learned that we have 14 pronouns in the Arabic language, okay? 14. So we know huwa, we have hiya, we have hum, okay? And these are people that you're speaking about, like somebody that's not present in the conversation. You and somebody are having a conversation, but you're speaking about another person. They're absent. They we call third person in the English language, right? So we translate them as so this is like he, she, and what is home? How do we translate home as
They.
they?
They.
Good.
Okay.
So think of how you use he in a context. He is over there, right? He meaning who? He as Tom, he as Muhammad, he, whoever the he is. You're speaking about somebody. He's third person. Same thing with she. She has a nice hijab. She's going to the market, right? You're speaking about someone, right? Whom they. Okay. So these are all people that are you're speaking about the third person, okay? And then when you greet somebody, what do you say? Like when you first see somebody, what's the first thing you say to them if they're Muslim?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum.
Okay, so you just said kum, assalamu alaikum. But if you're speaking to one person, like a male, if you're speaking to your father, you could say assalamu alayka ya abi. Okay, I could just say that. Okay, assalamu alayka. And then if you're speaking to your mother or just a feminine person, okay, you could just uh, say a ka and then a ki. Okay, so now these are people that you're speaking to directly. So the same thing, but now you're speaking to So this is you, male, you, female, right? And then you all, like a group. So if I say Assalamu alayka ya talib, I'm speaking to him. Say, just respond back to me with the same thing.
Uh,
Wa alaykum
عليك
assalam. Or you can say wa alayk, wa alayk. Or you can say assalamu alayka. Just say that.
السلام عليك.
Good. Okay. Now, Sister Shady, if I'm speaking to you or you and Sister Sarah is conversing with each other, speak to her and use this key for her.
Assalamu alayki ya Sarah.
And Sister Sarah, you could say the same thing back to her.
Assalamu alayki ya Shireen.
Good. Okay. And then if you're speaking to a group of people, assalamu alaikum, right? All of you. Okay. So this generally you all, it could mean for you all male, but it could include females. Okay. So usually three or more. Okay. So when you also use verbs, okay, so these are attached pronouns, okay, and these are pronouns, but they're the referring to people who are absent, okay. All right. And the verb and the word that we want to use for this in the pronoun sense, it would look like this. Let me write it for you. So what will be the pronoun that we would use? Anta, right?
For you.
Good. Anta, and then what would be for key?
Um,
Anti,
T.
and then antum. Okay. So these are the pronouns here. These are what we call attached pronouns. Okay. So we can add these to nouns. Like I say, Aina kitabuka, where's your book? Aina wajibatuka, where's your homework, right? So these will come on the end of the words, okay? But the pronouns are right here. Okay, the from the 14 and then the antum. Antum. Okay, so you have huwa, hiya, hum. Now anta means, okay, so this is what it means, okay? You, male. You, female. And then you all, okay? Plural.
So Kaki and Kumar, yours?
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. But when you are speaking, you have to know. So the kaf with the fatha is for when you're speaking to the male. Okay. Okay. The key is when you're speaking to the female. Okay. So it's somebody that you're addressing, right? The kum, like if I say, Assalamu alaikum, kaifa halukum. Okay. We don't translate it as yours, but it's being the person that you're being that you're addressing. Okay. Now you could also attach these things to nouns. Like I say, aina kitabuka, aina kalamuka, aina kalamuki. Okay. So we can attach them to pronouns as well. In that sense, it means yours. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go back inshallah ta'ala. So our so we got these three, Bismillah. The last one, Sister Shireen. أصدقاء.
أصدقاء المدرس
Very good.
أصدقاؤه.
Very good. Okay. And how do you translate that?
The friends of the teacher,
Okay.
teacher's friend.
Yes. Friends of the teacher or the teacher's friend.
Friends.
Or sorry, the teacher, the asdiqa is plural. Okay. So the teacher is only one. But if if we said asdiqa'ul mudarrisina, that would be the friends of the teachers.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the friends of the teacher. So the teacher is singular. Okay.
Yeah.
Asdiqa'u. Okay. Very good. Bismillah. All right, so good. Okay. So we're finished with the homework, inshallah ta'ala. That's okay. We take our time because we don't need to rush, all right? We remember this book is split into two. So we have a lot more time to digest the material. Okay. Now we're going to do some classwork, inshallah. Change the subject of the following sentences to plural as shown in the example. Again, this whole lesson or all of these lessons are to really practice the plural word. Okay, the plural word does appear a lot in Quran. What is the plural word for Muslim?
Muslimun.
Muslimuna. Good. What is the plural word for star?
Uh, Najmun.
Najmun is one star, but what is the plural word?
Um,
Is
Anybody?
it Najum?
Nujum. Ahsant. Okay. What is the plural word for books?
Kutub.
Kutub. Good. Okay. What is the plural word for students or student? Excuse me.
طلاب.
Tulab. Good. What is the plural word for masjid?
Masajid.
Very good. What is the plural word for daughters? I know we didn't learn this, but
Is it إخوات?
Banat.
oh, so which one is it? Ikhawat? Well, we don't say ikhawat.
أخوات
Ikhawat,
sisters.
ikhawat is not a word. Ikhawat is mixing ikhwa wa ikhwan wa akhawat. Okay? Akhawat is sisters.
Ah,
Ikhwan brothers, ikhwa brothers. Brother Talib, what did you say?
Banat.
Banat. Banat is the plural word from what's a singular word from that?
Bint.
بنت.
Bint. Very good. Okay. Walad is boy. How do you say boys in Arabic or children?
أولاد.
Awlad. Good. Okay. How do you say one house is bait? How do you say many houses?
Uh,
بيوت.
Buyut. Good. Okay. Um, let's see. Yeah, that's good. So that's good. So this it should get you used to utilizing the plurals, okay? Now, remember, if you're speaking about the plural, then look at the verb and look at the pronoun. Make sure that they match, okay? So you can't say, for example, I can't say طلاب هو ذهب إلى المدرسة. Okay, I can't say that. Why can't I say that? Because huwa is only referring to talib, is referring to one student. Okay, so make sure you look at the verb. Make sure the tense is correct in terms of the whether it's past tense or present tense. Make sure that the gender is correct. So you're not gonna say for tulab dhahabat. You can say that, but you will learn that later on. Okay, um, for broken plurals. But generally speaking, if you say talib, you can't say hiya talib. Something is wrong there, right? Either talib is wrong or hiya is wrong. Okay, so make sure that the subjects matter with the verb. Like make sure that it matches the subject, make sure that the tense matches as well. So whether you're speaking about present tense or past tense, and make sure the gender is correct, and make sure the adad, the plural, or the quantity is correct. If you're speaking about one, two, or three, okay? And that's usually the amount of people that you're usually talking about, either one, two, or three or more, okay? And one is captured in huwa. Two, we have the dual. We didn't learn about that. And then three or more is captured in the plural. Okay. So number one, Sister Shireen, do number one.
So I'm going to change it to plural, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you remember the lesson that we just like showed you how to make something in the plural
Yeah.
past tense for verbs. Okay.
Okay.
What two letters do you add?
The wow and the alif and the dhamma. Yeah.
Right. Waw and aleph. Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
So it would be الطالب جلس في الفصل.
No, something is wrong there. Okay.
Oh.
Wait, don't say it. Brother Talib, this Sister Sarah, did you catch her mistake?
Yes, I don't know if she was just reading it or if
Repeat what she said though.
she said at-talibu jalasa.
Oh.
No, she didn't say jalasa. She said atalibu
جلسوا.
jalasu.
Oh,
Good.
yeah. I didn't change
So,
the talib.
yeah, she didn't change that. But read the first sentence first. That's okay. Yeah.
Okay. So it's the sentences الطالب جلس في الفصل.
Okay,
And I would change
translate that first.
the student sat in the class.
Very good. Now change it to plural.
الطلاب جلسوا في الفصل.
الطلاب جلسوا. Stretch it a little bit so that we know. Okay,
Okay.
جلسوا في الفصل. Very good. Sister Sarah, number two. Read the sentence and then you will switch to the plural.
المدرس um, خرج من المدرسة.
Okay.
Um,
Here's an easy tip. Whenever you see the word is min, no, by default, but since they changed the sukun here to fatha, just connect this letter to the lam or whatever word that has the letter. If it has whatever letter has a sukun on it, connect the last letter of the previous word to the beginning letter that has a sukun on it or a shadda on it.
من المدرسة.
In al madrasa. Good. Okay.
Okay. So I would change it to,
So you need to change two things.
I would change المدرس to, the plural is it المدرسين? Or,
What's a plural word for mudarris first?
مدرس,
All you have to add is two letters. Wow and
مدرسو,
noon. Wow and noon.
مدرسون,
Very good. So
مدرسون.
al-mudarrisuna. Good. Okay. Now you're gonna change the verb.
Okay, خرج would be, خرجوا
Very good. Kharaju min al-madrasa. Okay, now
من المدرسة.
Translate that.
Um, المدرس is the, like the
I'll say
teacher or
al
the professor.
Good. I'll say al-mudarrisuna when you're doing the plural, right?
المدرسون, so, the teachers or the professors. خرج left, من المدرسة, from the school.
Good. So al-mudarrisu kharaja min al-madrasa. The teacher left from the school, but the plural is al-mudarrisuna kharaju min al-madrasa.
The teachers left from the school.
Very good. Okay. So kharaju. So all you're adding is waw and alif to the verbs. Okay. It doesn't matter if whatever verb I give you, you're just gonna add waw and alif to the end of it for past tense. Okay. Whether I said he ate, he sat, he thought, he looked at, you're just gonna do the same thing. Okay. For these trilateral verbs. Okay. Very good. All right, Brother Talib.
التاجر ذهب إلى إلى السوق. The merchant went to the store.
Mhm.
التجار
What did you say at-tujarun?
التج no التجار.
Good.
Yes, التجار ذهبوا إلى السوق.
Very good. Translate that.
The merchants went to the store.
Very good. Okay. Everybody know this. Where does the preposition come in these sentences?
After
Is it after the verb?
Good. So you have the preposition after dhahaba, which is ila. You have a preposition after jalasa, which is fi. You have a preposition after kharaja, which is min, and the same one. Okay, that's repeating ila after dhahaba. Okay, and they all give it a complete meaning. So jalasa fi, he sat. So here will be in, right? He sat in. But how do I say sat on? What's the preposition for on?
إلى
You said ila?
إلى
Ala.
على على.
Good. So you have on, okay. What does fi can mean in or inside, okay, depending on the context. However, when you're talking about aqidah issues, belief system, in Orthodox, mainstream Muslims, when we say Allah fis samawat, right? That doesn't mean inside the heaven. No Muslim scholar agrees that Allah is inside his heaven. Okay? It means that he is above his heaven. So that word has a different context there. But in generally speaking, fi means in or inside. Okay? And to say that Allah is in his heaven or in his creation would be a very blasphemous statement, right? As many scholars would say, right? No Muslim scholar, no matter what the sect is, they don't ever say that, right? So okay, then you have min. So what does min mean? Kharaja min.
From?
So left from. So kharaja min, left from. Okay. Jalasa fi, sat in. Dhahaba ila, went to. Okay. So notice how they use the prepositions. The prepositions come after the verbs, and the prepositions come before the nouns. And look at the nouns, what they did with the nouns. They made all of the nouns have kasra on it. Okay. They made all of the nouns have kasra in the end of it. Okay, Sister Sarah, I want you to change this one. I'm going a little above our period, like our lesson here, but let's see if you could do it. Can you make number one into a feminine past tense?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, inshallah.
الطالب, I would say الطالبة.
At-talibatu, very good.
الطالبة. Um, جلس, I would say جلست would be past tense.
Very good. Ahsan.
جلست في الفصل.
Very good. At-talibatu jalasat fil fasli. Sister Shireen, do number two. Or our brother Talib, do number two. Make it feminine.
Um, المدرسة
Al-mudarrisatu, good.
uh, خرجت من المدرسة.
Very good. Al-mudarrisatu, you made that feminine because it's here any profession, any position, if it's masculine, it could have a feminine to it. So there's female students, there's male students, there's female teachers, there's male teachers, there's female teachers, there's male engineers, there's female engineers. Okay? All right, good. Sister Shireen, the last one.
التاجرة ذهبت إلى السوق.
Very good. At-tajirah. So you can make it feminine by adding a tar marbuta like all of you did. ذهبت إلى السوق. أحسنتم. Very good, mashallah. Okay. There's only certain words that it looks like it's for a masculine, but it belongs to a feminine 100% of the time. Does anybody know what type of words those are? Those are very specific words. And in what cases would those be? This is just, I'm just throwing it out there. Let's see.
Are you talking about nouns?
Yeah, they're nouns. They look like for example, the word at-talib. So if you were to look at it, you say, oh, it's masculine. So if you were to look at the word, then you say, oh, it's masculine. But it looks like it's masculine, but it only applies to a female. What words do you think in Arabic? You could give me the English word for it.
Yeah, you told us.
No, no, I didn't tell you these words though.
You
This,
didn't like the earth, earth.
yeah, yeah. Those are different. But now I
Ah,
want you to tell me about something that applies to a woman. It doesn't apply to a man. Never. Like,
Do you mean in Arabic? Because
yeah,
you said you could say
you
the
could
word
give
in
you,
English. So
you
does it
could,
apply also in English?
yeah, you could tell me what the English word is. So what is a situation that only happens to a woman? It never happens to a man.
I like having a baby.
Ahsanti, very good. And having a baby, so being pregnant, right?
Yeah,
Also the menstrual cycle. So there
yes.
are Arabic words that if we were to write it, there would be no ta marbuta. Do you know why?
Oh, because there it only applies, so it's implied.
Exactly. It only applies to a female. But when you write in Arabic, it looks like it's like ha'id, right? So why
Mm.
we don't say ha'ida, right? Because it only applies to her. So it's always specific to her. So you
Mm.
have some words that are like this, right? Pregnancy and the menstrual cycle, like when she's menstruating. So those are very specific things. And they also come later on, like in fiqh, like when you study like the chapters of fiqh and stuff like that. So, okay. Or hamil, right? Hamil, right? She's pregnant. Okay. Okay, very good. All right, so let's see. We have a few more minutes. Let's see. اقرأ واكتب. Okay, so let's just read. Let's just read. Okay, Bismillah. Talib, read number one.
الطلاب في الفصل.
الطلاب. Make sure there's two shaddas here.
Yeah,
Ta and then the lam.
الطلاب في الفصل.
Good. Okay, Sister Shireen next.
من هؤلاء أولاد أهم أبناؤك؟ لا، هم أبناء أخي.
Very good. Sister Sarah next.
من هؤلاء الن- الناس هم هو حجاج من تر تركيا
Did it say men?
من
Right. And
من
min?
تركيا
Very good. What's
from Turkey.
Very good. Exactly. So men will change the meaning, but min is the correct meaning. Okay, good. All right, Brother Talib, next one.
أين التجار ذهبوا إلى السوق.
Very good. Sister Shah.
من هؤلاء الرجال؟ هم ضيوف.
Very good. Sister Sarah.
ال- الفلاحون في
No, not Juna. Check, look at the letter. No dots. This is Jim right here. And
أو
this is
هنا
very good.
في
What does
الحو
al-fallahuna mean?
the farmers or our farmers,
Yeah, the farmers. Yeah,
the
good.
farmers.
Yeah. hmm
في الحقول وأبناؤهم في المدرسة.
Can you read this from here, but connect this word and this word, and then connect this word and this word?
في الجو
No, connect
في
في and al-hukul.
في
No, so
ال
you're gonna drop this med here and then drop this hamzatul wasl here. So drop this and drop this.
like
Very good.
في الحقول
Good. And
and then the next one was في المدرسة
madrasati.
مدرستي.
Madrasati. Very good. Okay. All right. Very good reading, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so what I want you guys to do for homework, I want you to translate these sentences, okay? Just look at them and then translate them. Okay. On page 19. Let's see. One second. Bismillah. Okay, so you're going to translate on 19, okay? Just 19. It's a lot of sentences. And then you're going to complete page 20 here. You just have to write in the plural words, very easy. So it says kabirun, kibarun, muslimun, muslimuna. Okay, that's very easy. Okay, we learned every word here. We learned the plural. So everything that we read in the book, the answers are in the book. Okay, and then at the end of each section, you always can read this, points to remember this is in English, and then it, gives you the pretty much all of the lesson that we covered. Okay. So we learned the plural word for like Muslim and Mudarris, right? Now they have what we call sound plurals. Sound plurals are words that end in waw and noon. Muslimuna, qanituna, sa'imuna, mudarrisuna, mu'minuna, right? Muhsinuna. Any word that end in waw and noon are sound plurals, okay? And then you have the sound plurals for the feminine. So anything ending in alif and ta. Muslimatun, qanitatun, sa'imatun, hafizatun. Okay? Any of these words, muhandisatun. These are plural words that are for feminine. So male plurals have waw and noon in them at the end of it, and female plurals have alif and ta at the end of it. Okay? And you'll find that a lot. All right. And then we went over into some different types of plural, what they call broken plurals. In the Arabic, there are three plurals: sound masculine, sound feminine, and broken. A broken plural is something that doesn't follow a pattern. Can you give me a word that doesn't follow a pattern? And some of them are listed here. So if it doesn't follow the pattern of the first two, so it won't sound like Muslimuna and Muslimat. It'll be like you have a different type of plural, a different like pattern. So you have nujum, kutub, ashjar, masajid, mafatih, buyut. All of these words are broken plurals, okay? But they're still plural words, okay? They're called broken plurals because they don't follow the same patterns as the first two, which are the sound plurals, okay? So we covered this in this particular section. And then we learned the plural of hada and hadihi, which is, what's the plural word of hada and hadihi?
هؤلاء.
Ha'ula'i. Very good. Okay. And what is the plural word of huwa and hiya?
هم.
Hum. Very good. Okay. Let's see what else. And then we learned how to conjugate the verbs in the past tense with plural. How do we conjugate the past tense word for hum for sat? What is the word sat for hum in the past tense?
Jealous.
Jalasa, that's for huwa. How do we do for hum?
Jalasu.
Jalasu.
Jalasu, very good. Okay. All right. So that is pretty much the verb lesson. And the only thing we did not really speak about too much, we can speak about the next time, the word ba'du. Now, you have the word ba'du and you have the word ba'du. You have with a dad and you have one with a dal, like amma ba'du. When the Imam says amma ba'du to separate the speech thereafter. But amma for ba'du with dad, this means some. Now you will find this in the Quran, and they usually appear. It appears usually twice in the sentence. You'll see, بعضهم مدرسون وبعضهم مهندسون. You will find this that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala uses this often, right? بعضهم لبعض. He uses the word twice. So some of them are like this, and some of them are like that. Okay, the word بعض. بعضهم مدرسون وبعضهم مهندسون. Okay. So just look out for this word. It means some. SOME. Okay. All right. So this is pretty much the end of the section. Okay. This particular section for plural, which was the first section, ad-darsu thalith. Okay. So for homework, inshallah ta'ala, you're going to complete, you're going to translate 19 and then complete 20. Okay. And then once we come back, we will start this second section, inshallah ta'ala. And we're making good time. This is week 6. So we will week 7 we'll go through that. That one we might be able to finish in 2 days or 1 day. And then we have Jeem here. So we have the next 2 to 3 weeks. And then we have Adas or Rabia. So we have the 4th lesson. The 5th lesson, الدرس الخامس, الدرس الخامس, and then we have the 6th lesson. So once we get up to the 6th lesson, we'll stop there at page 54. So we might go to 11 weeks. So we have maybe 5 more weeks to finish up the rest of these things, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, that last thing you mentioned about ba'du, the difference between the other word was that is one is using a dal and one is using a dad.
Exactly. So one is like this. Let me write it for you. You have the word. You have the word ba'd. So ba'da and ba'da. So that's the one we saw in the chapter right now. Ba'da. Okay. So this one means ba'da means after. Like thumma ba'da dhalik. It means like after. If I say, what are you going to do after school? Like, you're going to finish school. Thumma ba'da dhalik. What you're going to do after, right? After. And ba'da means some. Okay.
Got it.
All right. So one has dal, one has dad. Okay. Inshallah ta'ala. And then please write the vocabulary. Like this is gonna help you with both pronunciation and recalling the words is gonna help you with memorizing the words. The vocabulary is very important. If you don't study the vocabulary, you will be lost. If you don't memorize the vocabulary, you will be lost. Okay. So and then each lesson, as you notice, that they're built upon the vocabulary words, right? They're built upon that. Um, so write it down 3 times, right? 3 to 5 times each. Any new vocabulary words. If you know the word already and you're confident in the word, you're okay. But all of the new words that you don't know, you haven't memorized it, you're struggling to read it or to pronounce it, correctly, make sure that you write it down. Okay. So in this lesson, you're gonna see that this is laying the groundwork for the next lesson. So the next lesson, when you get into it, you will find that we're going to learn the plurals for the feminine now. So ukhtun akhawat, fatat, fatayat. Okay. And then there are some feminine words that will share the same plural as the man, like judud and kibar and so on and so forth. Okay. So make sure your foundation is good, so that when we move on to the other stuff, it's easier. Okay. Inshallah ta'ala. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك.
Jazakallah khairan.
Okay. You guys have a good Eid. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of your Eid and the sacrifices and fasting and these good.
Ameen.